This is now the video using the standard Remoska, and what I'm going to do is I've just put it in now. In there I've put 1 onion chopped. This is for the dal or the lentils, okay, which is going to go with the halal curry in due course, which I'm doing. Now that's going to take a bit longer. I'm going to do the onions. I'll put some oil in there. I've got the lid on and I'm going to fry that, but you've got to keep an eye on it. I'm not a great fryer in the Remoska. The wife does a bit more for breakfast and she seems to be able to manage with it. She said it takes a bit longer than normal frying pan, we'll see. And the normal recipe I'll put below it of a dhal. But I think if you look on my YouTube channel you'll also find the standard way of making it. But this is just simply for the Remoska method of doing it, if it works. And I'm going to put this on even if it doesn't work, because people can then play with it and somebody might get it to work. So what we're going to do then is we're going to fry the spices in that. Then I'm going to add the dhal. Then I'm going to add the water, and then we're going to try and do the whole thing in the Remoska. That dhal, I showed you it before. That goes in. That's the dhal that's been washed. I like rinsing dhal. People say you don't need to do it. I think rice and dhal you should both rinse. This is garlic and ginger, about 3 pods of ginger, garlic, and about 2 inches, no, probably an inch and a half or so of ginger chopped. That's for the other meal, and turmeric goes in it. Also that goes in the dhal is curry leaves, and if you look below the curry leaves you'll see mustard seed, and they also go in. So you'll be seeing that. Right, this is the dhal or the lentils. As you can see, there's not been a great deal of frying in there yet, but the wife did say it takes longer than you think. Anyway, we'll put it in there. Hopefully it get warm enough and just something cook away. We'll see. I'm definitely just having to stick with that though. Otherwise you've got to fry them separately. I know some people do. Then you put it into the Remoska. Well, at that point, you might as well just cook things normally. You lose the point of having the Remoska. Anyway, right, now let's turn our mind back to the onions. Well, they are frying. So, give that a stir. Interesting to see how brown they go. At light brown, I've got to add the other spices. There we are. That's beginning to look as if something happened. That's been about 20 minutes now. This is the dhal again. And it's just turning light brown in there at the moment. I think 2 onions would have been better, but anyway, 1 onion is what I've put. And now I'm going to add garlic and ginger. Put this lid down. Be careful with the lid, would you please? It's very boiling. You get yourself burnt in seconds with that. Garlic and ginger in there then. And now I'm going to add the curry leaves and mustard seed. And I'm going to fry all that until it's dark brown. Of course, the minute you take the lid off, everything stops frying. Anyway, there we go. We'll give this a try and see what happens. I reckon it's been another, I reckon it's been about 10 minutes, 15 minutes before that starts getting near browning again. So, right, there's the onion and garlic in the Remoska. That's not too bad. I think I needed more onion, but I'm not too worried. But it's worked that far it's worked, but it's been a long time, and we're talking about half an hour to fry some onions and garlic. So it's quite a lot. I mean, 5-10 minutes would have done it in the frying pan. Anyway, I'm now going to try the next part. Right, I'm now taking a teaspoon of turmeric and throw it in there. I'm now going to take the lentils. Let's take that off now. Right, the lentils are all going in. Get the lentils in. 2 cups, remember I said. I'm going to include the normal recipe. I'll just add what I think about the Remoska cooking. Well, that's in there now. And what I'm going to do now is add some water to it. Now I'm starting, well, there's about half a pint there. There's half a pint of water. Alexa, stop. That's the timer. Right, so that's not enough water in there. I'm going to add more water because the lentils will go a bit more than that. So in order to try and get this about right, I'm going to add another half pint. I want about half an inch to an inch above the lentils. You can always add more. Well, that's about. So I think the end result is going to be, I would say, a pint and a half of water. Right, a pint and a half of water, because you've got to remember that will expand. Okay, we'll see how that goes then. Oh, looks like one of the leaves. Oh, I'll just let it break up, that'll be fine. Right, that goes in there like that, and we see how long that'll take. What's meant to happen with that? The lentils will cook, they'll expand, absorb the water, and then the constituency varies. I mean, some, as you may know from Indian restaurants, you go and say dal, lentils, and you come up with some watery stuff. Other places you go, it's thicker. I like it medium consistency, really. How would I describe it? Semolina sort of thing, I suppose, would be a kind of constituency. A little bit thicker than custard. But anyway, maybe I can show you in this. But there is another recipe online, I think, showing me doing it normally. And we're going to be fun, so we're going to see now how the dal's up to. Yeah, that's coming along. I may skim off some of the water. It looks like it may be too much. We'll wait and see. There's no harm, though. You can skim off if you wanted to, but that's still cooking. You see, still take up quite a bit of water yet. We'll wait and see. Right, let's see how the dal's doing. Pretty much perfect. It's ready, really, that dal. Just leave it on there for a while. Gets even a bit more liquid off. You could actually put a spoon in it. I'll show you what I mean. If you wanted to. Just demonstrate what I mean. If you think you've got too much liquid in it, you can just put that in. And reduce it to what you think's right. But for me, I'm happy with that. So that'll do. That's the dal done. Oh, I better photograph that for the video. And there it is. There's the dal finished, and that's the way I like it. Oops. Just like that. That's the way I like it. Done. There you go. this is what it looks like. There is the chicken pilau, done in the Remoska trio with both lids. There's the dal in the Remoska standard, and over there are the papadums. And there's my wife just breaking one.